Hello and welcome to my review of the much anticipated video game Call of Duty Black Ops. Yeah, I review video games now. Get over it. So let's jump right in, shall we? Just know from the start, I haven't really gotten a chance to delve into the multiplayer of this game yet, so this is going to be a review mainly on the single player, but what I've played of the multiplayer, it's great. It's kind of more of the same, but it's very enjoyable multiplayer. This is going to be a review mainly of the single player campaign. The plot line of this game basically centers on a mercenary, Alex Mason, played by Sam Worthington. He's been captured by these mysterious people and he's being interrogated by all these numbers in his head and all these strange and violent events that went on in Vietnam and among other places in his attempts to kill these 3 Russian terrorists. It's a very complex plot. It's not complex per se. There's just a lot of layers to it, so it's kind of hard to explain without giving a lot away. But let me tell you, this is the best story of the series. I know you don't care about the plot too much in video games, so I'll try to get it out of the way quick. But this is the first Call of Duty game where I actually cared about what happens to the characters. The voice acting all around was fantastic. This is Sam Worthington's best performance in anything, which is kind of sad, but he was actually really good in this game. Gary Oldman plays the supporting character Reznov, and he's fantastic. Even Ice Cube has his most badass role to date. I really enjoyed the voice acting. I thought the story was just really deep, and it was complex, and it got a little annoying because there were some weird editing choices, but overall that was a great story, and there was a fantastic twist at the end that just sealed the deal. But as we know, Call of Duty is about the gameplay. And I was expecting just a typical Call of Duty game from this. But I was very impressed with how they finally nailed Call of Duty. Everything that Call of Duty needs to be, this game is. The gameplay remains largely the same. The basic gameplay. You run and gun, you get into cover, but the controls feel a lot sharper. There's an easier way to jump into cover. And I don't know, just something about it feels less clunky than in the other games. Also, but the main thing that makes this game fantastic is the variety. Every mission has one cinematic moment. At least one cinematic moment. The game will just shake it up on every level. There's always something new going on. It may just be a small mechanic like rappelling down a wall, or maybe a large mechanic like in one level you're being an eye in the sky and you're guiding troops down. But it makes all the difference. Every level you feel like you're doing something different, something exciting, and it just makes the game a hell of a lot more fun than if you're just running from room to room gunning people, which you do for most of the game. It's just so great that they finally realized that every level needs to have some form of variety. This is the first Call of Duty game with action scenes that I actually think could work in a movie, and they felt like a movie, and just the versatility of them was just unbelievable. The game keeps up a breakneck pace all the way through the campaign. You're very rarely bored. Every so often, it'll get to a slight lull, but then it'll kick your ass right back. So do I have any problems with this game? There's a couple. The only problem I really have with the campaign is that it ends on a bit of a whimper. I'm not going to tell you exactly how, but just the last level, the rest of the game is so badass and so explosive that you're expecting the climax to just be unbelievably insane. And it just ends on a bit of a whimper. I just wasn't very satisfied with the level of intensity of the ending. But that's alright, because the rest of the game is so good. Also, I've played the zombie mode for a little bit. I haven't played it a lot, so this may be a little uninformed, but so far my first impressions of the zombie mode, after playing with my friends online for a little bit, is that it's really repetitive, it gets old really fast. I don't know, it may just be because I haven't played it very much, but it doesn't impress me. It's alright, it's just not amazing. But overall, Call of Duty Black Ops is probably my favorite installment that I've played thus far. Keep in mind, I haven't played World at War or the original Modern Warfare, but I thought this game was just on another level than any of the other games I played this year. Halo Reach, other games that came out. It's just on a whole other level of just intensity for me, and I just enjoyed every second of this game. I would honestly give it a 4 out of 4. I really don't think the flaws are enough to detract from this game. So that's my review of Black Ops. I just thought I'd chime in on all the talk on it. I know I'm not very good at reviewing games, and the review wasn't very detailed, and I apologize for that. Tomorrow, I am going to go back to what I am good at, which is reviewing movies. With 2 films. Unstoppable, yay! And Skyline. Reviewing movies sucks sometimes.